So your sacral chakra is essentially sending a message in support of your root chakra, basically telling you not to jump the boom boom gun into a lot more sacral pleasures and activities if you have been feeling off at your root, at the base level. Now, signs and synchronicities that this is for you. Orange and oranges, the color orange, and we're gonna get to red as well. Yet orange is leading the way, and what I'm getting is that if our sacral chakras were to be personified for a moment, and or if we allow the divine feminine to advocate and speak on behalf of the sacral chakra, like a sacral chakra assessment in this moment, if you will. This orange color is letting us know it is a bit of an element of, yeah, I want to say caution, like a heads up, and a heads up that's a little bit more elevated than maybe a yellow cautionary color or symbol. This is not to scare or worry anyone. And at the same token, this isn't meant to encourage us to even rush towards or forwards or through orange energies into yellow energies either. Rather, this is actually an invitation to continue to slow down, breathe, back it up, and ground and center, and step back into and step further into your root chakra, the reds of the root. And there's also a higher level of discernment and alchemical mastery, emotional mastery, mental mastery, energetic and physical mastery, like essentially all layers and levels of self. That's inviting you to focus on the best / most aligned / calibrated and optimal aspects and functions and states of being for the root chakra, and to nourish it that way versus being, I'm getting what's coming through, deactivated, dissuaded, repulsed, repelled, turned off, distracted, denied from what is meant for you right now. So what I'm getting is like, okay, the root chakra is coming through, and the root chakra deals a lot with structure and stability and our foundation and the core of who we are, as well as our roots, our ancestors, our ancestral wisdom and talents, at least the point with which they're inherited and stored. The most grounded form of self. Stable version of self. And thus things that represent the out of alignment, out of calibration, misaligned, miscalibrated version of self, often around the root chakra, that can have like fears. Yes, fears and lack and scarcity. And so Spirit is asking you to, especially, this is for my collective, if you've been feeling sensitive in your physical body around your root chakra area, so that's like your lower back, the perineum, what other parts of root chakra can we define? Like the base of the spine, the bottom of the body. Yeah, like your real landing point, to be honest. Interesting that we're talking about landing points. Spirit wants you to really connect with grounding and centering activities, especially physical modalities and physical practices, obviously. Like if you've been feeling physical symptoms and physical effects with this essentially activation that's coming through and to and through and on for you right now, Spirit is highly recommending ground, center, root. Pardon me, my eyes were closed for a lot of that channel. Yeah, I needed to hold it. We're going to get some cards to help expand upon this. Yet, basically, Spirit is saying, not to deny situations that are and or feel a certain layer and level of urgent and or important at this time in your life, and to really breathe through and take the time to distinguish and really discern what is what. If you've been feeling things physically especially, take the time to engage in practices that will help you, especially with hips, lower back, and knees, things of that nature. Engage in practices that will help you breathe into greater opening, greater grounding, greater centering, greater flexibility, the releasing of tension, the releasing of stored stress, the releasing of stored trauma. And also be gentle with yourself. If you're feeling more tired, needing more water, needing more nourishment of various forms, 555 on the timer, signifying this massive change and transformation. Any increased sensitivity that you're having right now, particularly physical, particularly with like the lower body, like the groin area, pelvis, in addition to lower back and the hips, like I was channeling. Be kind and compassionate with yourself, be gentle with yourself, and please engage in practices that will help bring relief and strength and growth, however you can define and feel that, for these areas. We're going to get a guardian angel oracle right now to help affirm as well as clarify this message, this channeling, essentially however spirit wants to support. Thank you, holiest angel. We have holiest Haramiel, overcoming difficulties. The worst is now behind you and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Okay, so this is letting us know we are soaring and we are being guided over. Essentially, we're leaving this mountain range that we've recently, essentially ascended and mastered. We're leaving it behind. And we're being essentially, I'm getting hop, skip, and a jump. So if you run into that phrase, hop, skip, and a jump, or hopping or hopscotch, this is an extra synchronicity for you. But essentially, we're hopping, skipping, jumping, and flying over previous obstacles, challenges, and difficulties that more or less we've closed the loop. We've closed out the lesson. We've got what we've needed to get from these situations, from these environments. And Spirit is like sending us first class on a plane to our next greater and better destinations. Yet, what this means is we are in transit, we are traveling. And so right now, it's like, enjoy the flight. It's like, during a flight, comment down below for those of you who have flown and flown multiple times. It's like, how many of y'all feel as though the flight, while we know some people work on a flight, they feel, especially long flights, are the time in which they actually can take a real break or rest, disconnect from the outside world, not be overly connected, take the time to watch something you enjoy, listen to something you enjoy, read something you enjoy, maybe knit, color, draw, things of that nature, play a video game, all the above. Essentially engaging in simple pleasures and good rest. Spirit is encouraging you to, as best as you can, engage in simple pleasures and good rest. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands, and then I have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. But with the 6 of Swords as the bottom of the deck and the King of Wands around the corner. This is going to be a quick one. You know what? We're going to get a part 2 for the tarot.